Professor Manoj Gaur, Director Ames, Dr. Shakti Gupta, Director IIM, CSIR, Dr. Javeer Ahmed, members of the faculty, our friends from the forces, students, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I have to compliment you and also compliment Manoj in particular for organizing this event and also very successfully accomplishing it and planning to sustain it for 3 days. I happen to be one of those, like many others in this room, who have been witness to the growth and journey of IIT Jammu even before it was born. Now that you would ask me how. It's just like saying that I have known you before you were born. I don't know what it implies. I was ready to own this baby. As I said, I knew the mother before the birth. But when the baby arrived, nobody was ready to parent it. So we were after the education ministry to conduct these interactive interviews they have for the appointment of directors. Finally, I was told by the education minister that he had 25 candidates. None of them was ready to go to Jammu because it required quite a Herculean task. You had to oversee the construction of the building, then you had to set up the factory. Well received this equitable share, and even those regions which had been left out of priority by the earlier governments would be developed to the same level. And in that he also mentioned the east and the northeast, and the phrase he used was कि अगर पश्चिम विकास कर ले और पूर्व ना करे तो भारत माता का समूचा विकास संभव नहीं. And we've seen how the miraculous transformation happening in northeast. And therefore, of course, the last 10 years there's huge change in the approach. Jammu, Kashmir, and every other region, in fact the districts also. And I think mine is the only constituency in the country which has got not one, two, but three centrally funded medical colleges and one RUSA funded engineering college in Katua. But nevertheless, so Mr. Jaitley just laughed away. I thought I had asked for too much. But then when he presented the budget, I was just sitting behind him. He did mention IIT Jammu. And we had been actually living with this belief that the Jammu region had not received its due. And fortunately or unfortunately, we didn't have the chance to be a part of the government setup. So mostly we were in the agitational mode. And one of the
three commitments of IIT Jammu in the times to come as we have grown at this place, at this region. Share our and
saying, look here, Srinagar got an REC in the first 5-year plan, which then of course evolved into an NIT, whereas Jammu didn't get. And then Jammu got one small government college of engineering or something like that. So many things we would count as the statistical evidence of the alleged discrimination that was one of the favorite subjects those days. And therefore, soon after the tables turned, the government came in 2014. Mr. Arun Jaitley was the finance minister, and I happened to be very close to him. He said, "Do you have any suggestions?" So I said, as a part of a revenge provision, to be